This is Janelle here with GMK.
Hello world. If in case you didn't know who I was or care to wonder, it's GMK Golden Mike King, also known as the Prize MC or just Brilliant. So I have aliases, but they usually summarize what I feel like I'm like at the time.
And for anyone who wants to know, no, we will not be sharing his name. You will not find it. Good luck.
There's no government work going on this tape.
Awesome. Well, before we get really started, I just want to say congratulations on being listed as one of the top 5 hip-hop acts of '09 so far by The Stranger.
How cool is that?
You tell me, how cool is that?
Isn't that, you just establish this point of reference? So.
No, not my words,
yeah.
The Stranger's.
I mean, The Stranger's words, but no, I really appreciate it. I was actually surprised to see that. I think it's well-deserved for me. I don't know if, I'm the hugest, guy, a part of, being of a thing, because, we got our 5 pictures stringed in a row, and the new class, I feel like I'm like Zach Morris, I'm like, thanks, where's, Tiffany Amber Thiessen. I want to make sure it's cool to be amongst great musicians, and I think, they're all really talented artists. I loved it, I really did. I was like, woo, I made a good record, and it got talked about highly. I mean, like I said, but it's a little pressure for every artist on that list because they sort of made a point of reference to before, and they're making a point of reference to sort of where it could be after, and so I was like, so all eyes on all those artists, including myself.
So can you tell us how you came about Golden Mike King, that and the GMK acronym?
The GMK acronym? I'm the Golden Microphone King, that thing where it's like, are you serious? No one wants to hear you on the street just totally giving you the a rap attack, rap my jazz name. That type of vibe, don't need it, so hey, I'm GMK.
What other factors were in you breaking into music, and how long have you been a lyricist?
Basically, I started rapping because I was good at it. You just do something, you're like, I'm good at this. And then, you sort of pass the test of people outside of your friends. People were like, I didn't even know, it was like, wow, whatever you're doing with this whole rapping thing is really cool. Then there was, when you get a little older, you reach a point of clarity where it drives you. People going, so you like rapping, right? And I go, no, this is my purpose. When you sort of find that out, it's way more serious to you. But it's the craziest thing, and I'm very blessed, I would have to say on a very serious note, that I've sort of found the purpose or the passion in which, so I don't have to sort of waste time. Definitely got to see people go to school, college, just be like, I don't know what I want to do. Invest 3 years into one thing and be like, nah, I don't really want to do that. Super blessing to just be like, man, this is what I want to do.
Now you keep keying into my next question here, but college girls. When you go on your MySpace page, it's the first song that plays.
It's the first song that plays is College Girls. That song is the greatest song that I've ever recorded. What was weird is I was shooting a video for my last mixtape, the Perfect 10 mixtape. I did a song that we shooted the video on the UW campus, sort of, or close by. And the weirdest thing when scouting location and sort of walking around, you feel really succumbed to the college life without being in college. You hit the Ave, you just see a bunch of people in UW sweaters, the sweatpants, the Ugg boots for the girls, or just the dudes who look like they row. That little strip, you walk in, and I'm a very observant person. I felt like I was in college. I mean, it was like I triggered this thing in my brain. I really just sat down and sort of produced the beat and started writing, and it was this really simple to the point record. It's an extremely real record. It did really well on college radio, actually.
I mean, everything that I've read and reviews on it, everyone is really stoked on the concept that you merge the high tech with hip hop and giving that feeling of being online with the WTF exclamation point.
Right, the startup sounds.
When I actually downloaded that, I thought there was something wrong with my computer. I downloaded the song wrong.
Oh man.
I'm a huge nerd, but then I was like, I get it.
This is all a part of it. Songs or bloggers is very versatile, and the idea that online is, to me, not only very meshy, but it's also like this. It's the World Wide Web. Everybody also wants to sort of feel like they discovered the new thing. And I don't think I'm doing the new thing, I just could capitalize as far as what I created as being something that wasn't limited. My biggest thing is not repeating myself. So it was this time I said, how do I open the walls of sort of being able to sort of get away with creating what people go, this sort of hyperactive ADD, where is he going with this? How did he sort of pull it? But I was like, that's what our world is as far as being through the Windows and the Macintosh computers, it's really like that. You know, me and my producer said you don't really envision yourself getting past sort of 30 seconds to a minute and a half, and that's what created, of course, the shorter records, which people go, are they really full songs? And I go, yeah, they are. What I prided most about making this record was that it feels like music to me, and I didn't ever think that I needed to sort of conform to what's going on or make a 3.5-minute song because that means it's a song. But this idea that, you know, music is music at the end of the day, and me and my producer had sort of a motto, was that, you know, let's not assume that the listener is dumb. So the risk that I took as far as doing, to me a little bit, was with the interludes and the startup sounds and sort of taking it there. You know, I questioned it first. I'm like, are people, you know, which was sort of, you know, you do that, but you go, are they ready? You know, are they ready to sort of hear that as being called an album, you know? But right there, I'm sort of acting as if someone isn't ready to sort of open their ears. And so, you know, he said flat out, let's not assume the listener is dumb. I think that's sort of why some music sounds the way it is. I do think that a lot of artists in the industry sort of makes this idea that listeners, all they want to sort of hear is this processed, you know, they just like basically just sort of that assumption. I still think Songs for Bloggers in essence is something that people will kind of grow to sort of understand and love and appreciate. I mean, which is fine. You know, if it's not a first time, I think it might be a second time. I think people forget that like we can still be musicians and sort of doctor these songs and sort of compose real music. And the experience, I kind of said that what's happening now is the experience is being lost as far as albums, with the downloading, with the iTunes, which is funny that I put it on iTunes, but I still made this, like, you don't really like, and I don't really like to hear the album unless I hear it in full. People still find themselves wanting, because what age we live in, to just find the cool song, you know, on Songs for Bloggers. But I was like, it's a 30-minute experience. It really is.
What are some, or who are some other inspirations and influences for you besides Jay-Z?
I like Jay-Z for certain reasons. You know, I wouldn't say I worship everything about him, but I enjoy. He has a lot of clarity and a lot of course, confidence and a lot of blunt, sort of to the point. You know, I just like that whatever he wants to say, he's going to say it. A lot of people sort of find 50 ways to tell you're going to kill somebody. You know, these sort of murder rappers. You know, they're just. Like, they want to tell you that they're going to shoot you, but you swear that it took like 3 verses for them to sort of. But that's a lyricist sort of like, you met your requirements as a lyricist, so I don't really know if I can beef with that. I mean, but there's a lot of other artists. It's like, for me now, like, people around me inspire me.
So you're performing tonight with a live 3-piece band?
Tonight performing with what I've issued to be the Brillianettes, 3-piece band, keyboard, drummer, extra percussion. And, DJ, and of course, hype man, and myself.
And who in the Seattle music scene are you looking forward to working with in the future after, you know, the Songs for Bloggers?
I think it's sort of up in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really...
Not naming names.
I want to sort of be specific, you know, to even sort of bias that I've learned after doing, you know, talking a lot, and, you know, to sort of not try to bind myself by. I mean, really, I think it's open. I really, as far as anybody I work with, I just have one simple rule, and that's just for us to really come together, collaborate, and be creative, like I said. So.
And what's next for GMK?
Next for GMK, some shows coming up, maybe a couple more shows. So this is sort of my last show, and I think people don't all the way know, but I'm sort of making a little bit of transition, which I might blog about. And for right now, is just really enjoy life, enjoy the birthday, enjoy the celebration that is to come right now. Okay,
and to wrap up, I'm going to say a couple words, or a word, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your head.
Cool. Favorite
word?
Scruple.
What's your favorite Seattle music venue?
Nectar.
Seattle hip hop.
Seattle hip hop is growing and an inspiration.
Awesome. Well, thank you, GMK. Thanks for your time.
Hey,
good luck with your show tonight. Apparently, you're already going to do very well.
Hey, I need to get to the birthday festivities, but I thank you.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, enjoy life and be brilliant.